I'm Steve Washburn, the Executive Director of Convergint's Digital Transformation Team. I'm joined today by my colleagues, Mr. Kit Bishop, Mr. Tony Alexander, and Mr. Jeremy McConnell. Kit's got a great example that he's worked with a customer that had some really business concerns. They're having all these thefts that are occurring out in some storage lot areas and things like that, right? And using some of these new cloud-first technologies with built-in AI computer vision technologies, all of a sudden created some very unique business outcomes that, I remember getting the email from the customer and it was amazing. Maybe just tell a little bit, not going into too much details on that, but how using these cloud-first technologies with that AI computer vision technology built in helped to create that business outcome for that customer.
Yeah, the way that when we do the security as a service offering, everything gets documented on the front end, all the workflows, all the way the alarms and the technology flows to drive those business results and opportunities, either from a preventative perspective or from an opportunity perspective, depending on how you're using it. And for the example that you're referencing, it was during the holiday break around between Christmas and New Year's, and the customer had had an alert. It went to our central station. They called him and said, "Hey, there's an alert." He got on his iPad at his vacation house in Taos, New Mexico, got on the cameras, rewound, did a little bit of, looked at where the AI had identified an individual walking around the property at night, and then was able to use the AI to track that individual from camera to camera through the property. He then called the police on his cell phone and was able to guide the police to arrest the individual on the lot. And then to wrap it all up, he was able to then get the officers information in email and was able to provide a number of video clips of the individual doing the things that he was doing throughout the event. It's a powerful story.
Yeah, that's great, and thanks for sharing that. And I guess, Jeremy, you've also had a number of conversations with customers, so maybe just talk a little bit about that reaction you're getting from the customers. What's the feedback we're hearing from them in regards to this idea, again, security as a service? What's that feedback from your perspective?
The feedback has been really incredible. Honestly, it's that peace of mind that you guys have us covered. The customers that I'm working with are looking for a partner to take on that day-to-day tactical stuff. They want to be able to focus on their business, focus on their strategy, not have to worry about their security systems, not have to know who's going to service their camera, not have to know, that their system is going to be down or vulnerable to any cyber risks. It really is that partnership and that peace of mind, and the fact that, we're able to deliver some of these cool analytic technologies, some of these cool use cases is really kind of changing the game too. Being able to put in a camera that has analytics, that is doing some of that intrusion monitoring that we've been used to, where you don't even have to have an intrusion panel anymore. You have an IP device that's contacting a monitoring station and just using video for intrusion. And some of these things are really kind of just changing the industry. And the feedback has been awesome.
Well, and to that point, right, we're seeing a whole new evolution of video technology that's what I call camera to cloud technology, eliminating all those on-premise servers, all that maintenance, all those operating costs, producing actually real business benefits. We'll talk about in later episodes with some of our partners. And I think that's really a really good point that you brought forward. And Tony, I want to ask you about this question because Kit hit on it. It's like, we're doing this all over the world, right? And I know you've had a lot of customer opportunities, conversations, projects, and maybe just share that experience, right? Because it's been pretty eye-opening.
Absolutely. Thank you, Steve. And it's amazing, I think. Working across not only borders and different rules and regulations, different legal requirements, different compliance requirements, let alone language barriers, cultural barriers. It's complex and it can be very difficult very quickly. But the nice thing about our security as a service offering from a comprehensive perspective, and then also being able to leverage the power of Convergint's global organization, it simplifies that so much, not only internally for us, but also for our customers. I'll give you one example. Was working with a global organization technology company recently, and we were just deploying some things over the complete other side of the globe, and we're able to leverage centralized support from a program management and a programming and configuration perspective. And the feedback from the customer was, wow, this was such a better experience because I was able to work through a centralized team that understands my system, understands how to put all this together, and said at the end of the day, all I really want is the technology to do what it was demoed to do. And the feedback from the customer was, it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do from the get-go. I have no questions, no concerns about it right now, right? And that's hearing that type of feedback just reinforces how this model really works, and it really does create a better customer experience and reduces that management burden that Kit was talking about.
Well, and I think that's our goal, right? Our goal of our security as a service offering is to provide that amazing customer experience anywhere in the world, leveraging what we call our global platform of colleagues, purpose-built, special-built tool sets, and doing this in really a simplified, easy-to-consume manner. And as you join us in future sessions, we'll talk about this more specifically with each of the BDMs, explaining customer opportunities, different applications that we've used, and really helping, I will say, hopefully evolve the entire security industry, not just our organization, but the whole industry, raising the bar of service so that it's really a much better experience for everyone. So please join us in future episodes. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. We're super excited you're spending some time with us. Thank you again so much for your time. Looking forward to more conversations. And again, please go to convergint.com/DT, subscribe, and look for some more conversations on this very interesting security as a service topic.